I waited in the lobby, wearing the same tailored suit she once gifted me on our 5th anniversary. The one she said made me look like I was destined for magazine covers. Tonight, it didn't even earn me a proper welcome. The security guard glanced at me with disinterest. Asterisk, guests without clearance must remain outside. Asterisk, there was no cruelty in his tone, just policy. But the real blow didn't come from him. It came from across the room, where she stood, her arm looped around the man she now called partner. Her voice carried easily, sharp, dismissive. Asterisk, why waste a seat on him? Asterisk, she said, loud enough to ensure I heard it. Their table erupted in laughter. Colleagues, assistants, a man whose hands settled far too comfortably on her back. They didn't notice me standing there. They didn't think I mattered. She didn't think I mattered. But they all forgot something. I stood still for a moment longer, scanning the room, every spouse seated, every toast clinking in celebration, every curated smile, an orchestra of image. I pulled out my phone, typed 4 words. Check your email now. I sent it to the CEO. Then I turned calmly and walked out. The door closed behind me with the finality of a tomb sealing shut. 7 years married, 10 together. We built everything from the ground up, or so I thought. There was a time she believed in me even when I didn't, when all we had were cheap takeout boxes and a 1-bedroom unit that trembled when our neighbors fought. I watched her rise, not just through talent, though she had it in abundance, but through sheer grit, charisma, cold calculation. I supported her with pride. She called me her foundation, her calm in the chaos, her anchor. Funny how easily the truth wears the mask of affection. It began with missed dinners, weekend meetings, trips that didn't quite match her itinerary. I didn't pry at first. I trusted her. But intuition doesn't sleep. One morning, she left her laptop open. Slack messages blinked alive. I didn't go looking. But sometimes your gut does the seeing for you. He called her fire. She called him freedom. They joked about me. How easy it was to keep me in the dark. That was the moment. Not when I discovered the affair, but when I realized she thought I was stupid, convenient, invisible. I didn't yell, didn't accuse. I went quiet. Then I went to work. 6 months. That's how long I prepared. I gathered everything. Screenshots, transactions, private meetings during business hours. I knew the digital trail would betray her eventually, and she didn't know that company servers archived everything. What she also didn't know, I had friends in the IT department. Real friends. Ones I'd helped when no one else had. I didn't just gather evidence. I built a fortress of it. Then I dug deeper. Found the cleaner she hired to scrub her tracks. Paid him triple to hand it all over. He folded in under a day. I traced embezzled funds, cleverly buried in innovation budgets, redirected into shell firms under her lover's name. I made hard copies, digital backups, encrypted files. I dotted every I, crossed every T. Then I waited. Tonight was her big moment. The award, the spotlight, the illusion of success. She thought she'd won. She had no idea the collapse had already begun. By the time I stepped off the curb and reached my car, my message had been read. The call from the CEO came not even a minute later. Then the doors to the ballroom flung open like they'd been kicked. The VP stormed out, heels like gunfire on marble, phone presser face, barking questions. 2 guards followed. Not after me. After her. I leaned against my car and watched. She stumbled out soon after, confused, breathless, dignity unraveling with each step. Her eyes scanned the dark, looking for me, the man who once held her hand through winter, the one she left in the lobby like an afterthought. He wasn't with her, not her lover, not her partner. She stood alone, shoulders drawn, small in a way I'd never seen before. For once, she didn't have a script. No smile, no retort. I didn't say a word, just got in my car and drove away. I let the silence do what anger never could. The fallout came fast. Internal audits, confidential inquiries. The trail I left led exactly where it needed to. Funds missing, conflicts of interest, falsified expenses. Her consultant blacklisted, promotion revoked, employment terminated. Quietly, cleanly, the company kept it low to avoid scandal. But her career was over. I never filed a lawsuit. Didn't need to. She lost more than I could have ever taken in court. Her reputation fractured. Contacts dried up. Friends vanished. Even her escape disappeared once the investigators named him. Turns out, empires built on lies don't weather storms well. She reached out after. Messages, calls, emails. Asterisk, I made a mistake. Asterisk, asterisk, you were my best friend. Asterisk, I didn't think you'd ever. That last one, that was a truth. She never thought I'd act. Because I was quiet, loyal, the one always waiting in the wings, holding her coat, smiling from the shadows. But silence isn't weakness. It's timing. And timing, in the right hands, is a scalpel. It's been 6 months. I've moved. New job, new city, clean air. I sleep well, eat better. I'm not angry anymore. Sometimes I hear a glass toast in a restaurant and remember her laugh echoing through that ballroom. It doesn't hurt. There's only a calm now, a peace that came not from revenge, but from a knowledge that the truth didn't need to be shouted. It just had to be shown.